Same stage, by the way. Bangladesh were 43 for 1, so South Africa have got a good little gap already. There we go, Shakib. Now, this is a guy who's really impressed me over the years. The key player in the Bangladesh lineup.
It's nicely played, Quinton de Kock. Does it have enough legs to get to the fence? Or that's hit the fence. That's 4.
Didn't give this too much, just a bit of a punch again from Quinny. Shakib at this stage would have thought that things were safe. But missed fielding by safe.
He's been good for the years for Bangladesh, Shakib Al Hasan. I think there's not a lot of turn here for finger spin. So Imran Tahir didn't get a lot of deliveries to turn, so could be tough going here for the spinner today.
He's just a big-time player, isn't he? Shakib is one of those guys who raises his game, suit the big games against the big opponents. His record against the better teams has been good. Hasn't just relied on performing well at home. He's got guts, that's what he's got. Getting close to the end of the Powerade power play now. 3 balls only remaining in that. So that's the first phase, the first 10 overs. South Africa going at 6s at this stage.
On the topic of the bowling, AJ, I think there are 2 key bowlers that are not here for South Africa. In Chris Morris, bit of pace, Morne Morkel. So there are a few players just waiting in the wings.
I'm going to throw Steyn in there as well. Aiming to be fit at the start of the next year. And I might throw Philander in there as well when he gets himself fit.
End of the power play. South Africa 61 without loss.
So let's have a look at the work that was done in these 10 overs. Sit back and watch the way that these guys go about their work. They play all around the place. Quinton de Kock is very good square on the offside. They both had opportunities to go straight here. I'm just not going to miss out on anything that's a little bit short, and he can ease around on the leg side. But we've seen some nice drives. Must be quite difficult to bowl to these 2 guys. Bongani Jele just letting us know that this is the next phase. 11 to 40 is the Powerade power play number 2. Head of the game, South Africa at this stage.
That's what he does so well, Hashim Amla. Such a quality player. Barely broke a sweat, striking at 124, 31 of 25 deliveries. And obviously in partnership with that man, Quinton de Kock, so formidable at the top of the order. They've really been one of the best in the world as a combination.
To see them out of the blocks quickly today, South Africa. The pitch is good, of course. A little bit tacky earlier, but now it's good for batting. The players can play their strokes like that. Oh, there's a shot at the stumps. No, missed that by a mile. might have been a little bit of a tease if there'd been a direct hit, but I think it missed by about 10 feet, perhaps.
Yeah, there was no danger. Malongwe looked like he was home quite comfortably, Quinton de Kock. Need to try and just snap up one of these half chances to get themselves in the game here, Bangladesh, whether it's a run out, great catch, inspired bit of bowling. They need a wicket.
So just saying how happy I was to see South Africa out of the blocks quickly. One of the problems they had during the Champions Trophy was not getting out of the blocks quickly. So let's just have a look at this. This is the Champions Trophy, by the way. I'm just going to mark those, and just to further, that was overs 1 to 10. That was overs 11 to 40. Overs 41 to 50. You can see that the run rates weren't that great in the Champions Trophy. So, yes, that was only 3 games, but one of the problems they really had in the Champions Trophy was they were sluggish. So they're really sluggish, particularly there in the first 1 to 10, going at 3.8. Now, if you look at what they'd previously done, this is 19 games previously. These going at 5.66 in the first lot, going at almost 6 from 11 to 40, and then going 41 to 50 at about just under 10. So for some reason, during the Champions Trophy, they didn't get that right, and their rates going at 3.8, 4.9 and 6.28 was well below what they have done over the previous 19 games. That was a bit of a mystery, I think, for a lot of us, and they just seemed sluggish and seemed to be playing within themselves, particularly at the start, probably, of that Champions Trophy.
Yeah, no, I think that just illustrates what an important combination Quinton de Kock and Hashim Amla are at the top of the order. If they get South Africa off to good starts, then they'll generally get that 9.5 at the back end, the 5.8, almost 6 in the middle periods. So I think it's a lot to do with Quinton de Kock and Hashim Amla, the starts they get. 66 without loss.
FIFA Under-17 World Cup 2017, round of 16. Paraguay versus USA, tomorrow 7:30 p.m. Live and exclusive on Sony 10.2 and Sony 10.3.
The unlimited excitement of limited overs cricket is here. Brighto Paints presents Q Mobile Cup 2017, Pakistan versus Sri Lanka ODI Series. Second ODI, tomorrow, live and exclusive on Sony 6 and Sony 6 HD.
Let's look at the comparisons at the moment. So that South Africa are ahead, and they haven't got a dot, haven't got a knot in their snake.
That last stroke Hashim Amla played just illustrates what a good surface this is.
So just to finally comment on that, I mean, basically we were saying they were tentative at the Champions Trophy. For some reason it was a different tactic they were using than what they'd previously been doing in the previous 19 games. That was over a period of some 8 months. And good to see them on deck today and out of the blocks very quickly with the willow. So we might just give a bit of an eye on the breakdown of the power plays in this game on a good surface. Of course, at home it's always a little bit easier. And see how it compares. Throughout this game, which I think will kickstart them into the rest of this Momentum One Day tournament.
Yeah, it just looks quite easy to work the ones, get the singles, hit the spinner up the ground. That's normally a telltale sign when it's a good surface. There's not much spin or grip on offer. You just stand and hit through the line and easily work the ball around the ground.
And I guess Bangladesh, yes, we remember they got into the semis of the Champions Trophy, but what are they, number 9 in the one day list versus South Africa, which is number 2. So when you've got a side which is number 9 playing as a side number 2, the batsmen just need to sit on the bowlers a little bit, because the lesser teams bowl more 4 balls. I guess that's the bottom line, particularly when they're playing away from home in conditions which are foreign to them.
I do think they're going to miss the fizz today.
Safely home. Might think about another one. Yep. Quinton de Kock calls Umla through. So again, 6 runs from that over. A dozen gone now. 72 for no loss. Yeah, I agree with you about the Fizz. I mean, he's such a class act, and this is his game. It's not necessarily the test game. This is his game, and if there's anything in the pitch at all that he can use, he's brilliant with those excessive cutters.
It was an interesting story bumping into the coach at the hotel last night, having a chat to him. He said he got picked out of the nets, the Fizz. Very interesting. Didn't know that. That was quite an interesting story to hear.
So there's confirmation of what we were talking about earlier, number 2 versus number 7.